What if the world you thought you knew, the world of speculation, headlines, and endless rumors, was suddenly upended by a single announcement? What if a life carefully followed by millions suddenly pivoted, sending shockwaves across social media, fan communities, and even the hearts of those who had imagined the story themselves? This is the moment. Dylan Wang, at the age of 26, has officially announced his marriage. And the revelation does not stop there. The bride, the woman who has captured his heart, who has been chosen as his life partner, was completely unexpected. For fans, this is more than news. It is a seismic event, a chapter in a story that no one saw coming, yet one that now demands attention, reflection, and admiration. Dylan Wang steps forward, eyes steady, voice calm yet resolute, carrying the weight of his decision with the confidence of someone who has lived, learned, and chosen with intention. The world, accustomed to speculation about relationships, chemistry, and romantic headlines, is forced to pause. The predictable narrative has been replaced by something entirely real, entirely human, and entirely unanticipated. The bride, whose identity is revealed alongside Dylan's statement, becomes a figure of fascination. Not because of fame or status, but because of the mystery, the surprise, and the sheer human wonder of choice. Fans, who have followed his life for years, are compelled to reconsider every interaction, every interview, every moment that might have hinted at love. But now, retrospect gives clarity where speculation could only guess. This story isn't over. Subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter. We follow the moments and emotions of your favorite TV stars. Stay with us. Dylan Wang is no longer just a star on screens and in magazines. He is a man claiming his own narrative, making a choice that is deeply personal yet unavoidably public. The act of announcing his marriage is both a declaration and a revelation that love, in its truest form, is guided not by expectation, but by conviction. Fans react with a mixture of astonishment, curiosity, and ultimately, celebration. Social media erupts. Conversations surge, dissecting, analyzing, theorizing. Yet amidst the chatter, the underlying sentiment is unmistakable. Admiration for a man who has chosen authenticity over spectacle, substance over rumor, and personal happiness over the predictable path of celebrity life. The announcement also redefines Dylan Wang's public persona. No longer is he merely the charming star of Meteor Garden, the actor whose life has been dissected for chemistry and charisma. He is now a man fully engaged in the personal act of living, choosing love, and stepping confidently into adulthood with intention and courage. His decision at 26 underscores a maturity that contrasts sharply with public perception of youth and celebrity, a reminder that the most meaningful milestones are not dictated by age or expectation, but by readiness, awareness, and heart. And the cinematic dimension of this story emerges in the way fans imagine the scene. Dylan Wang, calm and composed, sharing his truth not in a scripted press release, but in a statement that carries warmth, sincerity, and vulnerability. The unexpected bride, whether known previously to the public or shrouded in mystery, embodies the element of surprise, the poetic unpredictability of life, and the undeniable allure of love chosen freely, without fanfare or obligation. In this retelling, the world is not simply reacting to a celebrity marriage, it is witnessing a narrative of human courage. A narrative in which someone dares to define their own story, to claim love on their own terms, and to invite the world, quietly and deliberately, to share in a moment that is deeply personal, yet universally compelling. And as the announcement settles, as speculation gives way to reflection, one truth becomes clear: the power of love, authenticity, and human choice cannot be contained. It will surprise, it will move, and it will resonate. Dylan Wang's declaration at 26 is not just a marriage announcement. It is a declaration of independence, of agency, and of the enduring human desire to live fully and love deeply, no matter the expectations or the world watching. In the cinematic telling of this story, the shock fades. What remains is admiration. What remains is hope. What remains is the quiet but undeniable affirmation that love, when chosen freely, carries a resonance far greater than fame, rumor, or public expectation ever could. And so, the world pauses, collectively holding its breath, recognizing that the unexpected bride is not just a figure of surprise, but a symbol of life's beautiful unpredictability. And Dylan Wang's story, at 26, has just entered its most extraordinary chapter yet. And yet, the story does not end with the announcement itself. Because in this imagined cinematic narrative, the revelation of Dylan Wang's marriage is only the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with intimacy, emotion, and the quiet drama of real life unfolding behind the scenes. Imagine the first glimpses of the couple together, not staged for cameras, not posed for fanfare, but walking hand in hand in a moment of simple connection. Dylan Wang, carrying the weight of expectation yet moving with ease, his posture relaxed yet protective. The bride, radiant not for the lenses, but in the glow of shared laughter and mutual understanding, steps beside him with confidence, grace, and warmth. Their energy is magnetic, yet wholly private, a cinematic contrast to the chaos of public speculation. Fans, imagining this, are drawn not only to the celebrity, but to the humanity. They see the excitement, the nervousness, the delicate gestures that define the early stages of married life. A subtle brush of hands, a whispered exchange, a glance that conveys everything words cannot. These moments become the emotional heartbeat of the narrative. Every detail, from the tilt of a head to the soft echo of laughter, is magnified in significance. The unexpected nature of the bride adds layers of intrigue and resonance. She is not simply a figure of curiosity, she is the catalyst for a story about choice, authenticity, and the quiet defiance of expectation. Her presence transforms Dylan Wang's life into a shared journey, a partnership grounded in mutual respect and affection. The narrative now shifts from speculation about celebrity romance to an exploration of what it truly means to navigate love in the public eye while safeguarding the private sanctity of commitment. In this cinematic retelling, the public's reaction is intense yet revealing. Shock gives way to fascination, fascination to admiration, and admiration to a collective sense of wonder. Social media buzzes, but the story transcends headlines. It becomes a meditation on timing, maturity, and the courage to act decisively in life's pivotal moments. Fans realize that the act of announcing marriage at 26 with an unexpected partner is more than news. It is a statement of personal agency, of understanding oneself, and of living authentically in a world obsessed with prediction and control. And behind the glamour and speculation lies the quiet, human truth. Marriage is not a performance. It is not a headline. It is an intimate act, full of laughter, imperfection, and small rituals that define daily life. Whether it is sharing a morning coffee, planning a home, or navigating the first holidays as a couple, these moments carry cinematic weight precisely because they are ordinary yet profound. Dylan Wang and his bride, in this imagined narrative, are living a story that is both intensely private and universally resonant. Even in the absence of fanfare, the announcement reshapes perception. Dylan Wang is no longer just an actor or a celebrity. He becomes a figure of intention, a man making life-altering choices with clarity and courage. His bride, equally, emerges as a partner defined not by public knowledge, but by authenticity, strength, and the quiet power to choose a life with someone she loves. And so, as the world absorbs this unexpected revelation, one truth crystallizes. The most compelling stories are not always those we predict. Some narratives catch us off guard, transform our understanding, and remind us that life's most extraordinary moments often arrive in surprise, in choice, in the courage to act boldly when the world expects conformity. Dylan Wang, at 26, has not just announced a marriage. He has opened a new chapter of narrative possibility. He has reminded fans, and perhaps even himself, that life is lived most vividly when guided by love, intention, and the audacity to embrace the unexpected. And as imagination fills in the details, the quiet smiles, the intertwined hands, the shared glances, the unspoken promises, the story takes on a cinematic brilliance. Because the greatest revelations are not only those that shock, but those that reveal the enduring truth of human connection, courage, and love in its most authentic, extraordinary form. Dylan Wang's journey, at this very moment, has only just begun. And the world, holding its breath between shock and awe, watches the first pages of this new chapter unfold, knowing that the unexpected bride has already reshaped the story and the hearts of millions along with it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe so you don't miss out next episode.